think that's working. Trying a local recording at a higher setting on this Gamecaster. See if I can get, what is it, 480p? Just a little bit better quality. Doing a track of the week here. I know I said in my
Good luck, everybody. Safe out there.
in my league notice. It'd be a few days. Part of that's just because this track really intimidates the crap out of me. The way it's a couple main factors are elevation and camber changes to the track, which makes it a search for grip. And everywhere you go, and when you start to really maximize, you're just really fighting to try and find grip for the car. It's not so apparent when you're taking it easy and say working on your safety rating, which is essentially what I'll be doing for this whole series. Is starting from the pits and then basically bullshitting my way through it because, well, let's face it, anything I say as Mr. Extremely Average iRacer should be taken with a grain of salt. Pros will find no benefit in my insights, I am very sure, and rooks may or may not. I don't know. But I think I got enough bullshit nectar in me that hopefully I can just randomly walk my way through this one. I did still get a couple hours of practice in, and it looks like I might be in the top split and sitting at the very bottom of it anyway, so no trouble starting in the back on this one.
Green, green, green.
They're going. I should have a minor delay here. Then I'll get out safely behind the pack. See what starting at 11th.
You
See
got
where
10
we end.
laps to go.
First point: don't speed in the pits. Good way to ruin your race day. Off camber corner coming up. This one is just so dangerous. Let me talk about my love-hate relationship with Okayama. I love the challenges that it provides, and I hate how intimate I am with all of the walls around here. Third gear turn coming up. Hugging that inside and just kind of waiting for it. If you get on it too early, you can throw yourself out wide. And most important right here is just getting a good launch so you can reach top speed through down this stretch, which this is a major draft section. The more cars that got through here, the more draft you can grab, and the farther you can go. That's a very early braking point for most people here, which I'm comfortable with right now. Tough off camber and elevation turn. Makes that one right there pretty much a single race line turn. Anybody trying to push too wide through there is looking for trouble, or they're just that's troublesome. Not a passing corner. A lot of different ways to get through these little hairpins here. You inside, outside, outside, inside to outside. There's lots of different ways you can do it. And in every one of those ways, the car's still going to be fighting for grip. And look, and it's going to be trying to go unstable on you. One of the keys here is getting on that gas early, which requires keeping the car stable for me under the braking. I see a lot of people brake late through there, which can really open the door for a pass down this straight. There I went to 5th gear, and that's just never good for me because then I don't get the braking that I'm used to from a high rev in 4th gear. That curb is so deadly. That one not so much. This one here I can often get to 5th and let the brakes do most of the work. Get a good strong turn in so I can creep up the inside here. Hopefully get out strong. The camber in this hairpin down here is actually beneficial, so it really invites 2 wide, 3 wide, all kinds of battling through this corner right there. And then it finishes off with anybody silly enough to try to go too wide through there is just killing their lap time if they survive, which is not a good possibility. When I'm alone, I like to carry this one out too far simply because it makes that exit more stable for the car. Turning in soon on that one tends to throw the rear out and put my nose right into the wall on the left. It just opens that possibility too easily. Early brake, turn in. I got on the gas too early, which made me lift out of it, killed my momentum. Wasn't patient enough, but that is a curb that you can run over a little bit. So I'm staying fourth.
1 minute 49.4.
Get into my third, walk this through. You can drag this one way out for high gas, but then you can almost be too fast getting into this one. Which again, too fast could be good through there, but the risk factor goes up, really goes up dramatically the faster you go through that off-camber turn. By off-camber, essentially I mean like a anti-oval bank. Instead of a bank for an oval, it'd be like a negative banking. Draft central through here when you're with the pack. Looks like we gained one spot. I didn't even realize it. We're up to 10th. Little tap on the brakes just to settle the car. And then easy gas if needed, but often just coasting through there is the best way to do that one. I'll do the early turn in here. If I'm with traffic, it's okay because I'll end up being a little bit slower that way. And then I get on the gas and it'll spin me into the wall. That one I still kept that solo speed going, so I just kind of washed it out. Whoa. That one there, that green felt, you can get the halfway point of the car out to the far left edge of that green felt. Don't necessarily recommend it.
1 minute 49 even.
But if you've got that good line and you can carry as much more momentum as possible, then you can really, that's your best, that's your highest speed line. Dangerous, dangerous curve. Especially because that off camber, you can get real slippy. Nosing into that wall on the left again. Cut that one fair amount, but I don't know that it's good for it. The car takes it well, but it also kind of feels like it's just killing the momentum a little bit. But it doesn't unsettle. See, I'm way early braking that. Early braking, early downshifting it. There, I took it a little bit farther out, which I don't know, it didn't feel bad really. Erroneous yellow flag. There, that's that danger spot for that one. Yellow flag to get another spot.
1 minute
still
50
10.
even.
Probably not going to be that much attrition here in the top split or the higher split. I'm not sure what it is. There's a lot of people registered for this one. And it is evening here on the East Coast, so this might be that time of the day for the strength of field races. Looks that way actually for being at the bottom of a pack like that. There you go. That's why second gear is no good through that turn. A low RPM third gear will carry it really nicely. You got pack of traffic, Second gear might save you, but felt a little bit better. I had no input going through the turn other than the steering wheel. I was able to stay off the brake and the accelerator and let the grip of the tires really enjoy that banking that's in that turn. A lot of these little hairpins is just about waiting until the front end gets around or the rear pushes around so that you can ease in. Whoa, wrong gear. So you can ease into the accelerator and get it going on a good trajectory. Looks like we're halfway through and my bullshit skills are waning.
0.7. You've got 5 laps to go.
Oh, there's a spot for me. All right, so we're halfway through. I'm gonna go ahead and try some inside and try some defensive lines. I'll be a little further inside, and here's where, from that inside, second gear becomes a requirement for me. There's just not enough. You gotta be a little harder on the brakes, a little slower on the entry. Your tighter turn in, and that forces me it makes that low RPM third just too low. You need that high rev second there to really carry it. This one's got banking, so it's just about waiting on the gas until it's ready, and there is no good defensive line through there other than basically coming to a stop before turn in. That could have hurt somebody on that one. My nose went way off the line. Would have been punt central. That one, yep. Very easy on the inside line to lose the tail. Very easy. Not too many people are gonna try to pass going into that final turn. I think they call it the last turn. Just because the necessity for top speed through here is so important. You're much better off waiting, timing a good overtake after the turn. Oh, I'm scared about doing this one. That's such an ugly turn. That off camber is just it's evil. I highly recommend practicing that one. Now let's do the outside. Staying in third, carrying a little bit more speed, but making sure I don't lose the tail going around. Do the same thing down here on this one. There's a fair amount of banking to get us through it. A little bit later on the brakes. A little bit of fuel the whole way through. Try the outside on this one. Later on the brakes. It's a grip fight out there. They're searching for it. And I really just needed to get the car settled back for that one. I was a little too nervous about going out wide. Here's another turn. These two turns are just not good passing zones. They're all about setting up for a run. And it's a tough setup for this run. That downslope off camber turn with a curb on the inside that'll unsettle your car. I have so much trouble with that one.
1 minute 51.6.
This one out one. Let's try and go deep here. get on the gas and cut it, and it just does not. It's gonna make you fight it. That turn, as soon as you start trying to get speed, it's gonna make you fight it. But I think I've shown in a good 5 laps or so that nice and easy through there, and it's a no hassle. Laps of bullshit to go. Let's do this outside again. See if I can get better at finding a brake zone. So if I aim for the backside of that hairpin, then maybe I can start finding a good braking spot for the regular zone. This one here to the inside. I've seen a lot of passes there. I've made a few passes in there by being able to get to the inside, but it really, you need somebody to be out of whack. There you go, I did it again, same one. Just no good traction on the brakes there. Quite simply, I was just way too late on the brakes. I was using my outside line braking zone from the inside line. There's no tar built up, no rubber on the track, 108 degrees. Really needed a lot earlier. Okay, defensive.
1 minute 52.6.
Major difference in the pace. Try this one out again. Nice and easy. Easy, and it still wanted to try and go on me. Front end was already getting a little slippery through there with my turn in. And that's just after 9 laps, not even 9 laps. We might have some hot tires next week. I'm gonna wait for it. Let's see if I can get it in early. And then I can get on. I still had some more run out there. Tap on the brakes. Get it.
White flag, 1 more left to go.
Another tap on the brakes and then get it. Nope. Oh, those are 2 walls I know very well. That makes a good spot if you can just get around somebody to get to that inside right there. Take advantage of that second hairpin takeover. Even still, though, it's still very hard to get your front end up far enough. What I like my guide is to get my front wheel even with the driver. That tells me I've got decent enough presentation that they should be well aware of my existence and then be providing me with some respectable racing room. Other than that, the apex would be theirs and I would be back out of it. Alright, let's just bring it home clean now. Okayama, you are a beast. Foul beast you are. I really do enjoy this track. It's a fun track because of how difficult it is, quite honestly. It's easy to get around clean, so you can really build up your SR here for our rooks. It's an easy track to get your SR up if you just take it easy. If you don't take it easy, it's punishing because it will not reward you for just the slightest mistakes or what would be the right racing phrase, just overdoing it. If you just overdo it a little too much, then it can be catastrophic very quickly. But give it that like 90%, kind of like your golf swing, and you'll find out that just like in golf, everything just falls into place and you'll get around easy peasy. bring home the final turn there with a kind of a attempt. There it is. Extremely average. I've confirmed it. That's me. All right.
There's the flag. It's
I'm pretty
over.
happy with my with my
Great job. You
extended
did really
bullshit
well.
attempt. I hope there's some help in there, although I don't really know that there is, because this is just one troublesome track for me. I guess if anything I can impress to everybody is that if you're having trouble with it, don't be dismayed, because that's Okayama. It's designed to really make it was just designed to hurt you, to make it troublesome. It makes driving the car difficult. Always on, I think it's that looking for grip. It makes grip hard to find. It's just really a search for grip. Every turn you go into, if you want to go a little bit faster, it's all about how can you find that grip. Whether it's keeping the car settled, or you might be the driver who needs to get the tail end out a little bit more so that you can then get so the front end is pointed in the right direction. Then you don't need as much accelerator work once you get on it. There's a million different ways to find that grip, but it really boils down to where is the grip, how do you get the most out of it. It's all just through minor elevation and minor camber changes. A lot of them are just so subtle, you don't even know. You're like, what's wrong with my car? Why doesn't it do what it should? And it's like, well, it's doing exactly the way the architects built this thing to make your car do it. Here's a good point right here. The cones, your spotter's going to start yelling at you or whatever through there, but your cones are all the way down here. So you can carry full speed, but then boom, you got to be at 37 miles per hour past those cones. I've seen a number of people on my first race here that had the pits that were cruising at 37 the whole way through, and others just came through and just rammed them right in the tail because they were like, what are you doing? Why are you stopping on the pit road entrance? Those cones are way down there. All right, signing off on this one. See y'all next week. Enjoy your practice smart. Stay up. And then I gotta find the quick exit stop record button. Oh, on this Gamecaster, I don't know where that is because I don't hotkeys. Stop. There it is. Bye again.